We'd now like to introduce our very own school board member, Ms. Jane Strauss, who has been proudly representing the Drainesville District for nearly 20 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Harris. We are so proud of all of you. Our communities thrive when we work together. Our Langley-McLean students, parents, families, faculties. You are wonderful. If you have not read The Emperor of All Melodies, I encourage you to do so. It is the book that outlines the fight for the cure for cancer. It has been a long fight, and it's not over yet. I am so pleased to see our strong survivors here in front. Yay, you guys, keep going. You are the wind between our wings, under our wings. And students, you are the millennial generation. It will take money. It will take good educations. It will take many of you who will become researchers, whether you become doctors, laboratory specialists, people who will continue to search for the cure. So, take faith. This is wonderful what you're doing here this evening. This is very, very meaningful, and it shows how communities pull together to find those intractable answers that will be up to you millennials to resolve. The guy who gave you your name, my dear husband, who lost his fight 6 years ago. But he called you millennials and the name stuck because he said you will be civic builders, you will find the answers to many of the things that we can't answer ourselves. We older folks are looking, but you will have the strength, the intelligence, the good education, and the will to find the answers. So good luck to you, millennials. Keep it up. Have a great night, and we are very proud of you. And now we'd like to welcome McLean High School's principal, Principal Reilly.
Good evening. Thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank Langley for putting this on tonight and really giving us a facility. Next year it will be at our school. And I remember when these two ladies came to me last year and they're like, we want to do this. I was like, oh, sure. Not thinking it was going to be this. So we have a lot of work to do ahead of us, and that goes to Miss Yu, who didn't know what she was doing a couple months ago, and she said, sure, I'll be a sponsor. But she's been wonderful. She's given 100% dedication. And then finally what I want to say is my mom's also a survivor, and I can't wait to go home tonight and tell her and show her the pictures from tonight, because she's going to be so touched to see how all these young people are here tonight to support everybody doing this. And, you know, I just want to thank you. I think it's wonderful that you're giving up your time for such a worthy cause. So thank you so much, and enjoy your night. Thank you.
Much, Ms. Reilly. All right, and now we have a few quick words from our own principal, Mr. Ragone.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I am in awe of all of you. We started this last year. I didn't really think it could get better, but it's grown and expanded. And I mean, this is just a tremendous show of support for an incredible, worthy cause. I think, you know, over the course of this evening, you're going to laugh, you're going to have fun, you're going to cry, you're going to be sad, you're going to get picked back up, and you're going to laugh some more, you're going to have more fun, and it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for 12 hours. But by the end of it, you're going to be enlightened, I hope, better people for it. You're going to make new friends. You're going to strengthen bonds with old friends, living and past. I wish you all the best throughout the entire evening. I want to thank all the organizers. Let's give it up for Harris and Ava. I mean, I told Harris he was not allowed to graduate, and I think we're only a junior. Yeah, I'm going to keep him for 10 years. I'll give him some kind of degree for something, but I'm not losing him. All of the teams, you guys are fantastic for being here. I hope you brought some warm clothing. 40 degrees this isn't 40 degrees, you realize, right? And you guys in shorts, I hope you got layers. And especially to the survivors here sitting in front of us, you guys are the reasons we do this. This is all for you, and cancer touches everybody. There isn't anybody that it doesn't touch, either in the direct degree or 2 or 3 degrees down. It touches everybody. It touched us, my family, in 1996 when I lost my brother, Tim. And one of the things that I want to share with you tonight is that kid, Tim, my middle brother, was a crazy kid. He was nuts. In the greatest way. We didn't appreciate him when we had him. He was a little too nutty for this world. He would do crazy, stupid things, and we would shake our head, and then we lost him, and it was too late to tell him how much we appreciated him. And I want you guys to know that really the reason why you're here tonight is to appreciate each other right now, so you don't have those regrets. And even if you lost a Tim or somebody else, it's not too late to appreciate them even when they're gone. So remember that as you go through the evening, and have a great time, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ragone, and I'm looking forward to the next 10 years at Langley. I'd now like to recognize Mr. Moon, the chairman of the Fairfax County School Board.
I actually was not going to speak because, you folks do not want to hear from too many school board members anyway. They are, after all, just politicians, aren't they? But it just struck me that on the way to Langley, this evening, that your reputation of Langley and, McLean communities, love and affection for each other, is pretty well known. Especially, I experienced that vividly when I go into the gymnasium of a basketball game between you two. But it's just great. It just gives me a great feeling that you two communities are getting together like this and doing this together. So my thanks and appreciation and congratulations go out to both McLean and Langley communities. But more than that, suddenly, after hearing from Mrs. Strauss, I realized that I myself, I'm a cancer survivor. This is my 13th year. Looking back, going back to the year 2001, when I first, found out that I had cancer and needed to go through surgery. Back then, I have 2 sons. They are now 26 and 22. However, 13 years ago, they were still small. I mean, they are still small, but they are much smaller back then. One in the middle school and the other in the elementary. And then I realized that I might not just survive the operation. And so I prayed to the God of my religion that, God, it's way too early for me to die. It will be irresponsible for me to go away, leaving my 2 young children behind. They need at least few more years of me for me to give them guidance. So please help me to live at least until my second son gets to college. He needs me, and they need me, and I need them as well. So I learned how precious the life is. But there are many folks who are not as fortunate as I have been, surviving the cancer. And what you're doing, what your communities are doing, is sending such a great message out to the community, and will be a huge, support for many of those who are still struggling. And thank you for what you are doing tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Moon. Although tonight is going to be a lot of fun, it's very important to reflect on why we are really here today. Cancer has affected the lives of each and every one of us, and the American Cancer Society has been working for over 100 years to fight cancer, fund research, and most importantly, provide hope to patients facing